Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin wa bihi nasta'in ala umurid dunya waddin. Wassalatu wassalam ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'du. Okay, everyone. So for today's occasion, I would like to present to you Pecha about Denmark. So today I'm going to explain and tell a story, and give information and things like that, sort of like sharing about one country, and it is Denmark. So why I choose Denmark? Because I feel like Denmark is a really good country, and the citizens and people of Denmark are really happy living in Denmark. It is the most like peace country in the world, and research tells that Denmark is the most loved country by the people. Okay, next. First, we're going to talk about the flag. So this is the Denmark flag. It's a really simple flag, and the colors of the flag is the same like Indonesia's flag, which is red and white. But the difference is Indonesia is red and then white at the bottom, and Denmark is two lines of white in the vertical and horizontal white lines. Okay, that is for the flag. Next, we're gonna talk about the government. So Denmark is a monarchy, like a monarchy country. So there is a prime minister and also a king of the country. In here, this is the government of Denmark. In the middle is the prime minister. Her name is Mette Frederiksen, and in here is the secretary and the ministers of the governmental lead by Mette Frederiksen in the left, and then in the right is the king of Denmark, which is his name is King Frederiksen the 10th. Okay, so for Mette Frederiksen, she ruled Denmark since June 2019. Okay, and also she is the leader of the Social Democrats Party since 2015. Okay, and for King Frederiksen X, he is the king of Denmark since January. Since since January 2024. King Frederiksen X. Okay. He's a new king. Yeah. And in here, in the left side of the king is her, Mette Frederiksen. Yeah. He is 55 years old. He's not too old. Okay. Next.
Is she her wife? This one?
No, not her wife. Okay, next we're gonna talk about Denmark currency. So here is the image of the money, cash in Denmark: 50, 100, 200, 500, and 1,000.
Rupiah?
This is it's called kroner or krone. Yes, Danish kroner or krone. So here's the image of the money, and if we compare to rupiah here, comparison with rupiah, Indonesian rupiah currency, amount is 1,000 Danish kroner. 1,000 converted to rupiah, it becomes
2 million.
no, not 2 million. It's 2,311,970. So 1 Danish kroner equals 2,312.51 cents Indonesian rupiah. This is since 6 May, and at 7 past 10. Okay, I compared this with rupiah actually about last week. So maybe the results, if you compare now and convert now, may be different. Okay. Next, we're gonna talk about the prime minister. Denmark's prime minister is Mette Frederiksen. She's a woman. Okay, she held and became the prime minister since 27 June 2019. She is born on November 19, 1977. So she is 46 years old, born at Aalborg, Denmark. Okay, and she is from the Party of Social Democrats. She is the leader of the Social Democrats since June 2015. Okay, here's the picture of her, current Prime Minister. Next, food and drinks. In here, there is a food. It's called smørrebrød. Smørrebrød. This is a bread in Denmark, and people like to eat breads in Denmark. Bread, and the topping is very various kinds of variations. Like there is bread, and then the topping is vegetables, cheese, meat, and then eggs, and lots kinds of vegetables, and then lemon. Sometimes they add chicken and sauce. So the bread becomes very flavorful, not plain. And people enjoy eating smørrebrød for like breakfast or maybe brunch, like that. And in here is risalamande. Risalamande, I don't know how to spell it correctly actually, so sorry. Risalamande is people like to eat it like for dessert maybe, yeah. So it's like a yogurt. Yes, and then there is like a cherry, and the flavor is sweet, very sweet. So people like to call it like a comfort food, yeah. Risalamande. Okay. Next.
They don't eat rice, yeah.
They prefer like wheat, like that, bread, like that. Next, some tourism places at Denmark. In here, this is very iconic. It's called Tivoli Gardens. Tivoli Gardens is a place in Denmark, and it's usually a park. And in here, people like to spend time with their families, friends, and loved ones in this park. This park is very huge, big, and then also many people spend time in here. And the park is really beautiful. You can view it in the morning, evening, in the night. It's very beautiful. There are many things in the park, like a roller coaster and buildings, and a place for praying, and then boats to play, and water. Very good place for refreshing. Sometimes people in Denmark, why they are not stressed and then burnout and then suicide and their life, they didn't do that because Denmark have so many places for people to spend time, and then places for them to like heal in the place, to relieve their stress. They come to amusement parks. Next, there's castles, and Denmark have actually very many castles. There are historic and have a very long historical background from the era of Vikings. Yeah, Denmark are Vikings. Castles are used with Vikings. They used for war, and then they lived in the castles. Okay, this is a Rosenborg Castle and then Kronborg Castle. There's also other castles like Christianborg and then Kron Castle and many more. Next, culture in Denmark. So, in here is the photo I got from the internet that explains about Denmark in an image. So in here, it's a culture in Denmark that people are used to like gather with their friends and families, and it's a ritual that is held routine in Denmark. They gather and then they talk about life. They forget about their job for a moment, yeah, and they just be present at the moment and enjoy the moment. And they talk to each other, laugh, sing, and then eat together. And that's why people tend to feel like they are connected with each others, with the people and the citizens. So they're not feeling like alone or stressed. And in bahasa tertekan, they don't feel like that because people are around them are very supportive, and also the government is very supportive. So in here, next is Sankhas community bonfire. So people like to sing along while in the middle of like a fire, and people like to spend time, like quality time together in here. So it's like similar. So Denmark have a very tight connection for people each other. And here, and also government in Denmark applies a work and life balance. So they tell to the companies in Denmark and the offices that every office needs to have a work and life balance, so that the employees and the people who work and do their jobs in that companies doesn't feel stress. So like maybe they apply like maybe like 9 to 5. So when you go to the office and then you work, you start at 9 and then you go home at 5. So you don't like spend all the night at the office trying to finish your job, feeling stressed, tired, and don't have time for your families. No, that doesn't happen in Denmark. So in Denmark, people apply work and life balance, so that they always like have a strong connection with their families, with their kids, parents, so that that's why they always feel like happy and always feel peace, because they're always like they always have time for their families because of the Denmark government that applies work and life balance. So there's no like workaholic, crazy working in Denmark. There's no. So it's very, very peaceful. Okay, next. The language in Denmark. So after I searched, I thought that Denmark uses like English language or not, but turns out they use Danish language. So in here there is a dictionary, I found in Amazon, and this is the most how to say, like paling laku, the highest selling dictionary in Amazon. So, and people recommend in Amazon to study from this dictionary if you want to learn Danish language. Here's a example of a conversation. H means hello or hi. Velkommen means welcome. Hej, velkommen, hello, welcome. And hejsa, hello there, like that. Hejsa is hello juga, hello there. Mangetak, thank you very much. That means mangetak. I found from this dictionary book. Okay, so I give an example of a conversation in Denmark, and the language they speak is Danish language. Okay, and Danish language is not really hard to learn because it's similar with Dutch language, and then Swedish. It's a little similar. Yes, it's not wild. Okay, not. It's easy to learn. Population and region. The data from 2000 and 2022. First, the population in Denmark is now 5,964,059 as of December 1, 2023. I found in Google. So Denmark, the population is only in here, not as much as Indonesia. There is so many people. Huge. Yeah, so huge. And the region, Denmark has 4 administratives. The capital region of Denmark is 2,561 square kilometers. Central Denmark region 300,142 square kilometers, and the region Zealand and Northern Denmark. Okay, there is the 4 region and 4 administratives of Denmark. Next, the state university. The state university of Denmark is of course the University of Copenhagen. Copenhagen, or how to say it correctly, Copenhagen is the state university in Denmark, and is located of course in Copenhagen, the central Denmark. And fun fact, the Copenhagen University is the university where Mette Frederiksen, which is the Prime Minister of Denmark currently, went. So Mette Frederiksen studied in Copenhagen University. And here's the beautiful building of the Copenhagen University. This is the building. It's the architecture is like old castles. So it's not a modern building, no, but the architecture is more like this, castles, not like modern building like in the University of Massachusetts maybe, and like that. Okay, special animal. Here is the special animal in Denmark. This is a red squirrel, and red squirrel is actually decently a bit big, and the size is not too small, not medium, but a little huge. And then also a mute swan. A mute swan, why it is a special animal? Because I heard that a mute swan is like beautiful, and then mute swan also have appear and featured in many movies in Denmark. Okay. And also the last is the capital city. Of course, capital city of Denmark is the Copenhagen in Denmark. And in here is also where like society is really really big, and also it also a beautiful place. Okay. Okay. Tak means thanks in Danish. So thank you. That's all for my presentation and pecha about Denmark. Thank you for the nice attention. That's I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.